Good morning, everyone. My name is Kathy Day. I'm a practitioner here at Center for Spiritual Living, Eugene, and I will be leading our meditation this morning. So please take this moment to relax, get comfortable, put things out of your hands so you're not distracted, and just be and breathe. Breathe in the quality of spirit. Breathe in peace. From peace comes clarity. From clarity comes wisdom. And through wisdom, we manifest our best life. Breathe in peace. Relax and call your energy back from all the places you've left it this week. Call it back to this present moment for you to experience and enjoy all that energy. Breathe in peace. Breathe out any resistance, any stuckness. Just breathe it out into the air. Breathe in peace. Know that your body knows what to do as you breathe in peace, to take it and circulate it throughout your body, into every cell, into every nerve, into every muscle and bone and organ. Your body knows how to do this. How magnificent is that? Breathe in peace. Breathe out any resistance, any stuckness, any old ideas that no longer serve you. You know what they are. Breathe in peace. Know as a spiritual being that everything that you require for your support is available to you, and you don't have to know how. Breathe in peace. Release out any resistance. And allow, since we are one with all things, that everything is connected. Everything is connected. And as we raise our peace, as we raise our vibration, the world around us resonates with us and becomes a more peaceful place for everyone. So we focus on our peace, not in a selfish way, but in a way that knows we're all intertwined, and our peace and our good is for everyone. Breathe in peace, real deep, and breathe out any resistance. Know that we are provided with lessons in nature. The trees that easily and effortlessly release their leaves. The birds that fly to comfortable places for them to be. The squirrels that gather what they need and go into hibernation. to rest and restore for the coming growth. Breathe in peace. Let it permeate your heart and your lungs. Let it permeate your arms and your legs, your hands and your feet, your digestive systems, your circulatory systems, your respiratory systems, all bathed in luscious, wonderful peace. Just as breathing can only happen in the present moment, we live right now in this present moment. Taking this time to simmer in peace. And just as we know our consciousness goes beyond our body, we allow this peace that we're breathing in and circulating to go beyond our body, to affect every relationship that we have, whether it be with your loved ones, or with the grocer, or with the guy who pumps your gas. We are all in relationship with one another. So we let this peace go out beyond our bodies, go ahead of us to prepare our way, to smooth the bumps, to straighten the curves, to where every progress becomes easier, more effortless. This is the action of grace through us. Breathe in peace. Imagine yourself near one of our beautiful rivers and watch the flow of the water. And imagine that everything that you require and desire comes to you via the river. The flow of the river, and everything you're ready to release and let go is carried away in the flow of the river. As we breathe in peace, we remember that we are in the flow of life expressing. As each of us individually, as the world that we experience. Breathe in peace. Allow the release of the old easily and effortlessly. like the leaves from a tree. Just let them fall away and drift. Let the wind carry them where it will. It's no longer something we need to carry. Breathe in peace. Feel the warm glow within that comes from taking this moment to entertain a new idea, a greater idea of what and who we are. Breathe in peace. Feel the warmth and allow it to spread through your body, relaxing every part of your body in peace. Your neck and your shoulders, your back and your hips, your chest and your belly, your legs and your feet, your arms and hands, down to every little finger and every little toe, every follicle on your head, every inch of skin is bathed in this. Breathe in peace. Imagine giving the gift of peace to everyone you know. Peace transcends disharmony. Peace creates more peace. We give thanks to every part and particle of our body for doing all the good work it does on our behalf to maintain this vehicle of ours, knowing it is not all we are. But it's nice to have all this self-maintenance going on. The healing of wounds, the breaking down of the old cells, the creation of the new. In every moment and every instant, this is all going on our behalf, for our health and well-being. This is peace in expression as the order and intelligence and perfection of life. Down to every fingernail. Breathe in peace. And carry it with you throughout your day, throughout your week. as it blesses you and blesses everyone around you. Breathe in peace. Call your energy back to this place. Call your mind back. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And have a wonderful week and a wonderful day. Namaste.
Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. We're really glad, so glad that you could be here. And I'm Jeannie, and I'm a joyful member of the Joy Notes. And this is?
And I'm Tonya.
And we're here to lead you in song, which is, in my mind, the best worship, one of the best forms of worship. So enjoy. John Denver sang it on the Muppets, and I love it. And yeah, and I think of it now as a song that I would title "Waiting for the Teacher." It's beautiful. I love it. Please take a moment to introduce yourselves, or say hello. God. I can't believe this is so rough. I'm glad I'm not having a party at home. Right? How are you doing today, my dear? Please go ahead now and you can make yourself comfortable back in your seats. We're so happy you're here. Please take your seats and we'll start the second song when you're ready. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. May I am peaceful and at ease. And I am happy. Hey, good job, everybody. Please take your seat and remember to silence your cell phone. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. My name is Danu. I'm one of the board members here and also a practitioner in training. Thank you so much for coming out today. If anyone here is here for their first time, I encourage you to, in the lobby here, check out, there's a green sheet you can fill out and get on our email list and just give us your contact info. I also recommend checking our website to stay up to date on what's going on. And once you get on our weekly newsletter, you'll get weekly updates of all our classes and events and things you can help out with. So at this center, we know that spiritually empowered people live richer, fuller lives. And so we use our teaching, the science of mind, to inspire minds, open hearts, and empower lives. And I'm going to share with you our global vision for the month of November. So we envision a world in which we live and grow as one global family that respects and honors the interconnectedness of all life. And now I'd like to introduce our practitioner of the day, Kathy Day. And if you would all join us, we will sing 2 verses of Right Here, Right Now.
Right here, right now, we have come into the presence of God, and our hearts are open to the love that's found. Right here, right now. Right here, right now, we have come into the presence of God, and our hearts are open to the love that's found. Right here, right now.
My name is Kathy Day, and I'm a practitioner here at Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. And I will be doing an opening treatment, which is our way of knowing the perfection of the service that is unfolding right at this instant and accepting our good in everything, in the music, in the words, in the experience with one another. So please, I'll speak my word in first person. You can accept these words as your own if you wish. So right here, right now, we remember and acknowledge that there is only one life. That life is spirit. That life is divine intelligence. That life is universal wisdom and love. And that everything that exists, including us, are expressions of this one life, and all the qualities that it has of love and life and peace and power and beauty and joy are our qualities as well. So we open up and know that this morning's message is for us. This morning's music is for us, for our greater expression of life, for our greater expression of love, for our greater expression of our own inherent wisdom. How good it is to be here. How grateful I am for everyone that makes this happen so that I can be here and experience this moment in time. So I know everything will flow perfectly and easily, and that every person is touched in a way that is unique to them. And I release this treatment to the law of mind, which is always active on our behalf and I know it knows what to do and how to do it to manifest this treatment right here and right now, and I let it be. I let it go. Please join with me in saying, and so it is.
So now I'm going to read our affirmation for the week. So I'll read it aloud once and you can all listen, and if you choose, you can read it once more with me afterwards. So, our November affirmation is, honoring myself and my journey, I live as the essence of spirit. I see with new eyes, so the face of the beloved is everywhere. For this I give thanks. Join me now. Honoring myself and my journey, I live as the essence of spirit. I see with new eyes, so the face of the beloved is everywhere. For this I give thanks, and so it is. So I'm going to introduce our talk for the day. It is called The View from Here. And now I'm going to introduce our guest musicians, Mike and Carlene McCornack.
And you must know how nice it is to be in a room with other people.
We know your eyes are crinkly on the sides.
I did see a great cartoon the other day. It was a business that had the sign up that says, "Serveth with a smile," except smile had been crossed out, and it said, "crinkly eyes."
It's a song Mike wrote called Nature of the Light.
There's been a deepening of the shadows in the pictures that are woven through my dreams. The softness of the lighting in my daylight recollections of the scenes. So many things that once were bright and clear are difficult to see and hard to hear. Not just in the day, but in the night. There's been a change in the nature of the light. In recent conversations, I've used words that never crossed my mind before. I've come detached from old assumptions and beliefs of what tomorrow has in store. And all that I've imagined lies ahead is bound to be displaced by something else instead. But there is more to vision than just having sight. There is a change in the nature of the light. So it comes down to a decision every day to move ahead or stay behind. And though the life I know is sweet, is it complete or is there something more to find? And so I take a breath and head on out the door. and try to find a way I've never gone before. And there's no way of knowing if it's wrong or right. There's just a change in the nature of the light. And as my eyes adjust, I think I might begin to love the changing nature of the light. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are human. We have just proved that we are not. Yeah, yeah. That was so beautiful. Thank you so much. That was so.
It was exquisite.
Now we'll start our meditation by singing our meditation song. Please feel free to close your eyes or have a downward gaze.
I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am
in this moment, in this now place, right where I am, God is. Because that which I call God, that which is the infinite, that which is the creative essence of the universe, is not something far off and away, but is present in and through all of creation. Every molecule of air is the breath of God. Every bit of water and earth and rock and tree and animal and bird and fish and human, everything is spirit made manifest. I am both and. As the great master teacher Jesus taught, spirit and flesh are one. God and I are one. The Papa and I are all one infinite structure. One infinite presence. One infinite life expressing. And so, as I look at the world, as I contemplate the world, everything I see is the face of the Beloved. Grateful to remember that everywhere is holy ground. I open my mind and my heart and allow Spirit to flow freely. I let go and let Spirit flow through me. I let God be God in me. And so it is. Oh. Bless you, Matthew Treader. Oh. I honestly, from week to, I do not plan the meditations. I wait until I hear the first chord of what he plays, and then it sort of implants itself in me and comes to you. So thank you for being my muse, my dear. And oh my gosh, Mike and Carlene McCormick, it has been way too long. That was the most exquisite. You don't need to talk. Just listen to the words of the song they sang. And that's what we're talking about today. That's absolutely it. Thank you so much. And can we get a pan of this, my cameraman, Nancy Fisher? Oh my God. That is just, yeah. She every year she outdoes herself, and I am so grateful that she comes in, sneaks in somewhere when nobody's around and does this. It's like we have fairies in the building, you know. Oh, Okay, I'm waxing eloquent because it's been 3 weeks since I've talked to you. The last 2 weeks we had a guest speaker and then we had practitioner day. And I'm like dying to talk to you guys. I got so much I want to say. The view from here. The view from here. And wherever I am is where here is. I love the Native American construct that the whole idea of wherever I am is the center of the universe. And then the Europeans carried it farther, that God is a circle whose center is everywhere and whose circumference is nowhere. There is no edge, there is no limit. It is all spirit. And in our teaching, we have the whole idea of the circle, and up here is spirit, and up here is the causative area where things transform from spirit into flesh, and this part is the world of effect, and it is all God, but in our minds, we all think about the part that we're living in here, and the chairs that we're sitting on, and the floor that we're standing on, and the body that we're living in, as nowhere near as much spirit as the top part of the chart. And yet, the top part of the chart and the bottom part of the chart are equally spirit. It is all spirit. It is all the one. It is all the one power. And so we need to remind ourselves, wherever here is, the view from here is the view where God is. And if I can remind myself, I know a lot of people don't like the G word, so when I use it, please substitute spirit or Fred or whatever works good for you. But what I'm talking about is that infinite power that is the source and substance of all that is, sees with eyes that are love. God does not love us. When we love, we are experiencing God. It is not something we do, it's what it is, and it's what we are essentially made. I mean, if you look at a brand new baby, you look at that face, those little eyes that are everywhere, you see love. You don't see any kind of brokenness or anything that's wrong. That is the perfection that each of us is. And then we come into this world and we learn stories. And we love stories because they'll tell me a story, you know, you said you would, you promised me, you said you would. But when we want the stories, but then we take the stories on as though they were the truth. We take on stories of not enough. We take on stories of not good enough, not big enough, not smart enough, not fast enough, not. And we forget they're just stories. We're buried this perfect perfection of who we are under a pile of stories that are just so much garbage. They're just words, but they're words that have done an incredible powerful, ugly things to our sense of ourself. So when we can stop to experience now, when we can stop to experience this moment and remember who we are, it is in every one of us to be wise. It is in every one of us to be free. It is in every one of us to be whole, perfect, and complete. It is in every one of us to love and to be loved. It is in every one of us to love. And what we do, we get caught up in the action of the moment. We get caught up in the busyness of the day. We get caught up in what it is we're doing. And I'm one, I know we have a few needle workers here, and generally, I can remember being in high school and going to class and knitting through the whole thing and taking in everything, but it's like I had to be more busy than I already was because I needed to be productive. And what we need to do is just stop and learn how to be slow, how to put the chores down, how to put the busyness down, and be able to be fully present here while looking back at what has been and forward to what we would like to see happen. To just anchor, to ground, as the saying is, in the now, and just take in what's going on. Laura Hallett is a minister in our teaching. She's actually going to be the brand new minister at the Greater Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living. They just hired her, and I'm very excited about that. But this is a quote from her, and I want everybody to just kind of clear your mind right now. If you're wandering off somewhere, stop for a minute. You can go back to your stuff later, but do listen to this quote, please. Take a moment to appreciate and honor what has occurred this year and on this journey. In all things, give thanks. Express gratitude for all of it. Notice how breathing in the view with gratitude shifts our perspective of the events and moments along our journey even more. We are in November. It's like, where the heck did 2021 go? The days seem slow enough, and we've got a 2020 spiritual vision thing. We're gonna get a new one for 2022. Radiant will be making that. But the bottom line is what we need to realize is every moment is precious. Every moment is a now moment, and now is the only time we ever actually have. I cannot go back and make a new yesterday. I cannot move forward and build a new tomorrow. The only place I can do any of that, I'm building my tomorrow here, right now, in my mind and in my heart, in my clarity and in my passion. I create my future. I create this moment, but in creating this moment, I create my future. We have too great a tendency as human beings. Well, I will not say we. I will say, as a human being, I have too great a tendency to have a goal, have a project, have something that I want to get done. And as soon as I finish it, I move on to the next project. I move on to the next thing. I move on to the next goal. Before I stop and honor what I just accomplished. We don't give ourselves near enough attaboys. We don't give ourselves near enough honor. We've spent 20 months dealing with a pandemic. We've spent 20 months learning how to restructure our lives, our world, our economy, everything. We've been under a lot of stress and a lot of strain. We've lost loved ones. I lost an incredibly dear friend just 2 days ago to COVID. It's still happening, people. And we have to stop along the journey to grieve what we've lost, to celebrate where we're headed, and to get through the grief to the point where we can celebrate the life of what it is we've lost, whether it's a friend, whether it's a job, whether it's a pet, whatever it might be. We need to feel the grief, and then when the time is right, to feel the joy in who they were and what they were. But we need to honor ourselves for being present to each moment, because that's why we signed up on planet Earth to be human beings, is to experience these feelings. The infinite wanted to know itself greater, so it created individualizations of itself that it might experience love and fear and loss and gain and joy and sorrow. We are here to be richer and fuller expressions. But when we view everything as a goal to be attained rather than part of a process, rather than the leg of a journey. I have some very dear friends, some of whom are probably listening, and I'm not going to name you, but you know who you are. And they compartmentalize their lives. There's this, and then there's this, and then there's this, and ne'er the twain shall meet. They're all just stuck together or stuck apart, you know, and they think they do this inside their head, and I love you dearly, but it ain't working. We are connected infinitely, and we can't compartmentalize things. This which looks like, oh my God, that's the end of the story, no, that's just a chapter. And this is another chapter, and this is another chapter, and they all weave together to form an even bigger story. We have to view the fact that everything we're doing and everything we're experiencing is just a piece of the puzzle. And if this didn't work, that doesn't mean we failed. That means we learned something there. What was it? Edison said he found like 10,000 things that didn't work for filaments in the light bulb. You know, it wasn't a failure. He learned what didn't work. Can we do that with ourselves, people? Please, can we do that with ourselves? From Dr. Ernest Holmes, from his book, What Religious Science Teaches, the ultimate goal of life does not mean that we shall ever arrive at a spiritual destination where everything remains static and inactive. That which to our present understanding seems an ultimate goal will, when attained, be but the starting point for a new and further evolution. We believe in an eternal upward spiral of existence. So those of you who think, oh, okay, if I take this class, I'll get there. I'll have it. It'll be good. Okay, I'm done. I got it. Nope. It means you'll find a new doorway, or maybe 2 or 3 new ones that you want to go through. And then when you pick the one you go through there, you may find then 3 or 4 more doorways to go through. And in the process, you started out heading in this direction, but as you get in the doorways, you discover, no, you're way the heck over there, and that's where you really want to be. But you didn't see that option back here before you went through the first doorway. And so this is what we have to do, is see with eyes that allow us to do new things. I have a guilty pleasure. I go all the time to Barnes & Noble. I'm a book geek, as most of you know. But they have an amazing magazine there called Breathe magazine. It is published in Great Britain. It is spendy. It is like $12.99 American for a 2-month issue, a bi-monthly issue. Has absolutely no advertisements at all. Has incredible artwork. Has incredible articles on mindfulness, on creativity, on escape, on it's fabulous, caring. And I saw this article. I got the new issue, and I was sitting in the store having a cup of tea and a treat perhaps, but they had an article on the gift of inconvenience, and I want to get you to kind of stay with me for a moment. We live in an age of conveniences. We now have microwaves. We have stoves that have, are hooked up to power. We don't have to cut wood and start the fire and do that. We have microwaves that will instantly heat water. We have, instead of herbs and going and gathering herbs and drying them, we have tea bags. We have all these things that allow us, without a thought, to create something, but they take us out of the moment. Sometimes simply being in the moment, maybe I went and bought the herbs, but I get the herbs and I put them in the steeper. I have my little container and I put them in there. And then I fill my teapot and I turn the kettle on and I get the water till it whistles. And then I pour the water into the steeper, into the cup, and then I put the lid on it and then I let it sit for 15 minutes or so to really get the flavors married nicely. I have experienced a cup of tea in a different way than if I just plunk the tea bag in and slap it in the microwave for 2 minutes. And that may sound like a ridiculously stupid story, but can you see how much we remove ourselves from the reality of what it is we're doing when we have the convenience, when everything is about efficiency and speed? And we need to be efficient and we need to have speed with certain things. But can I view, one of the best gifts that I ever got in this teaching over the years was the sudden realization that every stoplight, every line that I had to stand in, everything that slowed me down was the universe saying, take a breath, pause, ground yourself, get centered in what you are doing before you proceed forward. So what if you turn off your GPS? So what if you get a little bit lost? What if you find a street you never knew was there? What if you find a restaurant you never knew was there? What if you find a view you never knew was there? If I'm always doing exactly what I had planned and there's never a variation, how do I expand my world? My comfort zone just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So there is a blessing in inconvenience. And of course it's going, okay, our task in any situation is to look beyond the appearances and see the spiritual truth of what is before us. How many of you right now, if you turn on the TV, see something that really makes you go, ah! Sorry, sound room. Can I stop then and say, okay, what's the truth about this? I see how it makes me feel, but what's this really about? What's really going on? Getting curious instead of reacting. So our task is to, when we are in our view, am I viewing the low level or am I viewing the higher level? Am I viewing the lack or am I viewing the potentiality? Am I viewing, oh my God, that didn't work as a filament, I'm a failure as an electrician? Or am I going, oh wow, cool, that doesn't work, let's try this? We have the ability to do so much. And we need to know that the creative principle is always at work in us. This is also from Dr. Holmes from Discover a Richer Life. Through the continual emergence of the creative principle, any last finality proves to be but the beginning of a new creative series. Every end is a beginning. This eternal spiral, finding its base in the everlasting reality, will never cease to emerge. Wherever I am, even if it appears I'm at the end of my journey, is just a step on the ladder. Completion of this step marks the beginning of the next step. And sometimes we go forward and back. I am reminded that, 2 steps forward and 1 step back is just the cha-cha. We don't need to look at it as a loss. It is just part of the rhythm of life, So my charge to you, my request to you, my ask of you this week is, how do you lift your eyes out of the muck and mire into the truth, the capital T truth? How do you see what looks ugly and remove the stories that are layered over it to see the truth of its beauty in spirit? If you would just ask yourself this week when you get hit with a, okay, Somewhere under all this manure, there is a pony. Where do I find the pony? And that's what I got for you this week, folks. I love you. And so it is. And I'd like to invite up, I want to thank Ona Chambers for holding High Watch today, and I want to invite Kathy Day up to bless the offering. And she's going to help us sing our new offering song.
Yay! So if you'll take your gift or the impression of your gift and hold it to your heart. And just know that in this gift, I am participating in the circulation of the divine into life. That everything that I require to give this gift comes to me easily and effortlessly, and I give it with great love and knowledge of the great work that it does in the world. And so it is. And please join us in the new offering song. You'll love it. I love it. No, this is mine.
Linda, can you lead us, or can Radiant or someone?
Yeah.
I don't know this song.
I do.
Thanks.
Everything in this world goes around,
Flowing with abundance,
it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. Everything in this world goes around, flowing with abundance, it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything.
Thank you, Linda and Kathy.
And we are still blessed because we have one more song by the amazing Mike and Carlene McCornack.
Follow the calendar round it goes, like a pinwheel spins in the winds that blow. Days moving by you both fast and slow, days you'll never be living again. At the start there are circles of hope, there's a joy that is born in the spring. There are days full of beauty and nights full of love, and the confidence youthfulness brings.
In the summer, the fullness of life, and a lust to keep life in a spin. It's a chance to be traveling far from your home, knowing not a if you'll come home again.
Follow the calendar round it goes, like a pinwheel spins
In the winds that blow,
Days moving by you both
fast and slow.
Days you'll never be living again. The fall brings a changing of heart, and the winter a folding of wings. The nights dark and growing, the days wrapped in gray. It's the solitude winter time brings.
But it feels like we've been here before, as the winter turns gently to spring. And I'm looking for color and longing for warmth, and I'm wanting to hear the birds sing.
Follow the calendar round it goes, like a pinwheel spins
In the winds that blow,
Days moving by you both fast and slow. Days you'll never be living again. The circles have a life of their own, and the circles unbroken entwine. The planets are revolving, the seasons repeat in a dizzying spiral of time.
and from birth we are all on our way, on a spiraling,
On a spiraling path of our own, it's a journey to find a new way around the bend, and a journey to find a way home. Follow the calendar round it goes,
like a pinwheel spins in the winds that blow.
Days moving by you both fast and slow. Days you'll never be living again. Days you'll never be living again. Days you'll never be living again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Check your calendar for January, okay? We got to get you.
And February.
We're getting you back on the circuit here, gang. Okay, I guess I don't need that because I got this, right? Okay, so we're going to do announcements. Da-da-da-dee. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody. I want to do a big shout out to our sound team and our tech team. They are amazing. Bethel, it's wonderful to have you back. Kathy, I don't know if, I'm pretty sure it might have been you, but when you did the slides, the people at home couldn't see it because they just saw the people singing, so Mike and Carlene. But we had that slideshow. I want you to know, if you've never watched one of our meditations, we have 3 or 4 slideshows. Every one of those slides was taken by one of our members. Every one of those slides was taken by people in this community who posted, and I stole them off Facebook, and even some aren't people who, but some of Carol Angus's daughter Christina's photos are in one of the slideshows. I mean, but we have amazing talent here. We have amazing talent here, and thank you guys, because that particular slideshow was just perfect for the song about the changing nature of the light. I'm sorry you guys didn't get to see it, but it was awesome. So, you've all had a really good chance to see the sign about the Zoom Hangout thing. So if you're interested in, if you're at home and you want to connect with people, get on your phone, get on your computer, and go to the Zoom Hangout afterwards at 11:30. It's also in the chat. The link is in the chat. Okay. Friday, this Friday, the 12th, Friday the 12th, lucky Friday, yeah. From 5:30 to 7, Kathy Day is hosting a virtual game night. Check our website at csleugene.org. It has all the information, how to join, how to sign up. It is a hoot and a holler and a lot of fun, and it's a way for us to stay together in this time when we can't really get together as often as we would like. Then on Saturday, we are going to have at 2 p.m. here celebration of life for Deborah's beloved husband Pete, who passed away earlier this month. Everyone is welcome to attend the celebration, and there will be a reception afterwards. And if you can help by bringing snacks or by setting up or cleaning up, please, there's again, go to our website, csleugene.org. All the information you need is there, and you can get a link to sign up to help out. And we want to honor Pete and give him a good send-off. And then that same weekend on Sunday after the service at noon, Sharon Franklin, who has spoken here before, will be talking about Tales from the Tijuana Streets, from the Tijuana border. She is working with asylum seekers and has been for some time, and has some amazing stories about what's going on, and a story about one particular family that she's trying to seek sponsors for. It really would be worth your time and energy to see this. It's a compelling story, and that'll be going on for about an hour. Reminder, it's holiday season, and Food for Lane County we're doing them year round, but think about it. Bring a canned good with you, bring a pack of beans, bring something non-perishable, and put it in our container in the foyer to help us help others have a good holiday. And there are a gajillion opportunities to serve. We could use greeters. We could definitely, our tech team needs backup because they're getting ready to retire, and we need new people to replace them. So we need you to think about how you can serve and ways that you can help out here. You know you will be appreciated. And I think that's everything. I just want to say this is the only other time I didn't speak 2 weeks in a row. I was in Ireland, and I was busy in Ireland, so I didn't care. This time it was like sheer hell. I loved being here. I loved the people who spoke, but it's like I got so much I want to say. Oh, I saw this quote I wanted to share this week. So anyway, hopefully that'll all become regurgitating out here in the next few weeks. But I want to thank you all, and I want to thank the gifted people in our community who speak so eloquently, who teach so beautifully, who welcome so wondrously. Danu, you are a gift to us in so many ways. So many people are serving us in so many wondrous ways. And let's just, practitioner. See, I still need training. I've been gone for 2 weeks. I've slept since then. So
we have an amazing group of practitioners here, several who are available today. If you need a miracle minute, a quick prayer, if you need a longer session, our contact information is in the newsletter, so you can contact us for a larger session if you'd like. But for a miracle minute, we're available after the service. And we have Ona and Radiant, and let's see who else? Oh, Liz. Well, I have to do the phone. I'm doing the phone call, so so I have to buzz out and do that. But take advantage of practitioners, not just if you have a problem, but even if you're looking to have a greater expression in your life of something good and wonderful. It's a wonderful gift. You'll be happy you did. And so please, they'll be positioned by the window, and you can just pick a practitioner and have them do a number on you, and it's you'll be happy. And now if you'll
Hold hands. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be
If you choose, please repeat after me. I see with good eyes.
I see with good eyes.
I hear with good ears.
I hear with good ears.
And it's all spirit.
And it's all spirit.
And so it is.